All right, today I'm going to share with you my first impressions on the new SmallRig DJI Pocket 3 shock absorber, which SmallRig kindly sent to me for free to make this video. However, this is not going to be an in-depth review of this product, just going to be a first impression video basically about this accessory, because honestly I don't have much experience of using something like this. So just gonna show you the base specs, and then later on I'm also going to take it for a spin on my car and the DJI Pocket 3. So first of all, what's the point of buying something like this? What's the reason to have this kind of accessory? Well, basically if you want to film yourself driving a car and you want to have a camera on the outside, and more specifically a pocket camera like the DJI Pocket 3, an action camera, a 360 camera, or even a smartphone, this is the accessory to get. Or also, maybe if you want to drive your car, have a camera on the outside and film another person driving a car, riding a motorbike or riding a bicycle, this is also the accessory to get. It will basically hold the camera in place somewhere around your car with a suction cup, and then it will also absorb vibrations that happen when you go over bumps and these kind of things. Now the price for this accessory is $130, which as far as I've researched, it's pretty cheap. I've seen the same thing from Movomax, which costs $150, slightly more expensive. And there's one from Tilta as well, which starts at $190, I believe. So I think it is fairly priced for the quality and the stuff you get in the box. If you know anything cheaper than this, let us know down below, because as far as I've researched, this is one of the cheapest shock absorbers for the DJI Pocket 3. Now, this is what you get for $130. First of all, you get a hard shell carrying case. Then you get the shock absorber itself with a Pocket 3 mount. Then you get a suction cup, an extension arm, 100-watt weight with a 1/4 inch thread on top and also on the bottom. And finally, a 1/4 inch plate adapter with an Allen key, so you can replace this plate with the Pocket 3 plate on the shock absorber itself. In terms of build quality, everything feels very sturdy and premium. It's pretty much entirely made of aluminum metal. In terms of weight, it's also very lightweight. I have a scale in here, and if you're just going to carry the shock absorber itself with everything necessary to mount the Pocket 3, it's only 575 grams, but if you want to carry the entire kit, it's 1 kilo and 100 grams, which is still very lightweight and travel friendly. Now the maximum payload of this is 600 grams and the minimum payload is 160 grams. So if your camera is lighter than 160 grams, you will have to use the weight in here just to increase the weight and get better stabilization performance out of the shock absorber. And also the shock absorber itself has a dampening knob in here, which you can easily adjust so you can get the best stabilization performance out of the shock absorber when you have your camera mounted to it. All right, now let me show you how easy it is to mount this absorber to the car. So the first thing you do is take the suction cup, obviously, and then mount it on your car. I'm going to put it somewhere around here. And the way it works is very simple. Just put it on a clean surface without any oil or anything like that. And then you press this nipple until the white line disappears, basically. Then you do a quick test just to see if it moves around or not. And it stays very solid, doesn't move at all. But if you want to remove it, you just take these two nipples in here, like one of them actually, and then it just comes off. Now I'm gonna take the extension arm, I'm gonna mount it in here. I'm gonna slightly reposition it here, just to have a better angle, maybe something like this. I plan to film myself, so the camera is going to be pointing towards the car. And then you take the shock absorber and also tighten it. So as you can see, even if you have everything inside the case, it's not too difficult to adjust. Now you take the camera, just slide it in and lock it with this knob in here. And then this is where you're going to use the dampening knob in here. As far as I understand, you need to make sure that the camera is more or less horizontal, like at least parallel somewhat to the ground. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjust until it's somewhat leveled. If you know the exact way how to do it, please let me know down below, because honestly, I have no idea how to use this properly. This is the first time that I'm trying it. This will basically absorb, you know, any vibrations and whatnot from going over bumps and stuff like that. Now, because I am going to film myself, I'm also going to mount a polarizer filter from Freewell. And now I'm basically gonna go inside the car, open the Mimo app on my iPhone, and basically control the camera, record whatever I want. All right, I'm now recording with the DJI Pocket 3. Just want to show you what the CPL filter does. So as you can see, this is how it looks more or less without using a CPL filter. And with a CPL filter, I can basically, you know, remove the reflections from the window and see what's inside the car, which is going to be me and my girlfriend driving, right? Okay, let's go. Let's see how this thing works. This is going to be as raw as it gets. As raw as it gets. Take us for a spin around the lake. Let's see. By the way, guys, this is my girlfriend here. Thank you for helping me with the driving part. All right, now I switch to automatic exposure because it's gonna be very hard for me to adjust the exposure manually while driving the car. And I'm also using the DJI Mic 2 to record the audio. It's connected directly to the DJI Pocket 3, so hopefully the audio quality is good. And I'm trying to also control the camera so it always stays on me. And man, this looks really interesting. Like, it looks so cool, you know, for like a travel video. If you're doing a travel video and you're traveling with a car and you want to have like a talking head portion like this, it looks super interesting and it's super easy to set up with this shock mount, and it looks honestly stable, at least from what I see on the screen. And what I like about this the most is that I can control my camera directly from my iPhone while sitting inside the car. Like, this is so convenient because I can pretty much get any angle I want, because the Pocket 3 is basically a gimbal. So I can get this angle, right? And then I can flip the camera around like so and show you the view that we have in here in the countryside of Thailand. And this is pretty cool. I can even get the camera lower, right? Get something like this maybe, but I'll have to probably reposition the mount a bit better. And from what I can see on the screen at least, the stabilization looks great. Like, I don't see any significant jitters or anything like that. But granted, we are driving in on a fairly smooth road, as you can see. Like, it's asphalt, fairly smooth. But yeah, still, I can't really see anything bad in terms of like stabilization performance, at least. However, I do want to mention something about the stabilization. Yesterday I tried using this. Let me see if you can maybe see me like this a bit better. So yeah, yesterday I tried using this with my motorbike, and the stabilization performance was honestly awful. I couldn't get any decent shots because I guess the motorbike vibrates so much that creates these micro jitters, and it's almost impossible to stabilize with this. I've seen that Tilta has like a suspension, hydraulic suspension thing, which will work the best if you're driving a motorbike or doing a lot of off-road stuff, because this, I don't think it's gonna work well for off-road drives, or again, if you're like me and you have a motorbike, because I was really excited to use this on the motorbike to get some unique shots of my friend driving his motorbike with my motorbike. But I tried it yesterday and the performance this accessory delivered was very poor in my opinion, and I think it's mainly because it doesn't really have that hydraulic suspension thing. Maybe SmallRig in the future is going to release this accessory, but as of now they don't have anything, just have this. But if you're like driving on a smooth road in a car and stuff like that, and you want to get like a unique angle like this, right? Then this will work just fine in terms of like stabilization performance and stuff like that. It's also very easy to mount, as you can see, so you can position it in different angles and whatnot. And if you have the DJI Mic 2, you can connect it directly to the Pocket 3 and have great audio, fantastic video quality, and also you can control the camera from inside the car, which is very interesting in my personal opinion. Party, party, party. So yeah, this was it. Honestly, I know like not the best review out there, but I just don't have much experience with using something like this. And of course, if you have any specific questions about this product, maybe you want me to test something for you, let me know down below. But yeah, I think this is it for today. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and make sure to say thank you in the comments to my girlfriend for driving me around and annoying her. I've been annoying her the whole day today with this camera and this mount. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.